girl who just recently got married, Kris. I'm really excited to talk about the fact that you are engaged. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Welcome to the club. So tell me everything. I want the details. How did you pop the question? Did you ask the parents? Let's hear about it.
Yeah, I did a little bit of everything. I'm not like that crazy like with all the romance stuff. I'm not really good at it, but yeah, I asked. She doesn't have she not doesn't have a big family and stuff like that. So I talked to her mom a little bit. We all live like right near each other anyway, so it's kind of like we're all one big family, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I talked to her mom. She's got a brother. I didn't really talk to him. I'm not really good at talking to people, so I forgot to ask him, and I kind of didn't tell him about it either. So I kind of feel bad about that. I apologize to him and stuff. But yeah, man, it's been a long time coming. I've been with her for 7 years now, and I've known her a lot longer than that. So it's been a long time coming. She always leaves for Christmas, and she kind of went down to Florida with her mom this year. So I surprised her. Went down there, and my my little chickenness kind of chickened out. I didn't do it in front of like a bunch of people and stuff like that. No big crazy thing. It was kind of like in the hotel room, and I kind of just asked her, and it's more suits us anyway. You know what I mean? It's how we are. We're very low key and not really big crazy people. So is
Well, I'm sure, she's been dating you for 6+ years. I'm sure she expected something a little low key.
yeah, yeah. She
Well,
knows.
congratulations. That's so exciting. I mean, I'm sure do you have like a date or anything like that or
No, she wants to do it like tomorrow, but like I'm trying to wait a little while, just make sure I have everything a little more established. Man, before I met her, I was like, I'm still like in my head, I'm not fully there yet. You know what I mean? I'm not fully established with myself. I'm still learning how to be an adult and learning how to be a human being, being a full like established human being. So, and it's all because of her. Without her, I wouldn't never have got to even close to a point where I could move around in this world that we live in. So I'm getting there. I'm trying to get a little more money, get my own house and a few more things. And who knows, a couple of years, maybe next year or something, we'll plan it. We'll pick a date and we'll get it going. But right now, I'm just happy to be engaged and let her know that I want to be with her for the rest of my life, man. If she didn't know already.
oh, my heart can't take this. I love it. I love it. Well, you're doing all the right things, you're on the right track. You're a UFC fighter now. I mean, I'm sure does that still sound weird to come out of your mouth sometimes?
Yeah, to an extent, you know what I mean. This is something that I've always wanted, and it was something I've been saying to a lot of people lately. Is like it's something that I always wanted. I put so much stock in my life into it, and then when I got it, it wasn't as cool as I thought it was gonna be. You know what I mean? It wasn't as great as I thought it was gonna be. It wasn't all the things that come with it. You know what I mean? That I wasn't necessarily. I didn't really understand was gonna happen. Man, I'm back into a place where I'm looking forward to this fight and getting to enjoy this whole process. But the last process wasn't that fun. You know what I mean? It was like a lot of stuff that I wasn't ready for, and a lot of camera, a lot of people yelling in your face, a lot of people talking to you on the sidelines and saying all this crazy shit. Man, the fighting part was fun. The fighting part is the stuff I love, and I truly enjoy. I love going to the gym. I love getting my ass kicked. I love doing all that stuff. But it's all the other stuff like the cameras and the talking and all the people on Instagram hitting you up. It's something I wasn't ready for, and I didn't expect it to get so big so quick. And it's something that I'm more established now. I went through my little depression, talked to people, talked to who I had to talk to, and got my necessary help, and I'm back into a better mindset. And this year has been a blessed year. You know what I mean? Regardless of all that shit, I'm with the love of my life. I get a chance to do what I love to do, and there's I wouldn't trade it for anything, you know.
Well, I'm really glad to hear that you did end up getting some help and talking through those feelings because, I mean, there's no doubt about it. You were thrown into this fight camp. I'm sure when you got the offer it was really exciting, but there are so many things at play that people don't even think about, right? It's all that outside influence. Do you think if you had a longer fight camp to kind of mentally prepare yourself, it may have been a little easier? Or do you think this is something that every new fighter has to work through?
I feel like it to an extent, yeah. I feel like most people go through it, and just some people have different ways of handling it. You know what I mean? I've always pride myself of having a strong mental hold on myself and know how to get through this stuff. But I've never had that level of people talk, like that level of exposure to people, just human beings on an everyday basis that you don't see, that you hear all these people talk about, that they're going to be DMing you and saying horrible things to you every day, and something that I've never really ever had that in my life. So it's something I could never have got used to. It doesn't matter how many people tell me about it and tell me that it's going to be crazy and you got to deal with that shit, and it's hard. It's hard not to, like, just going from being a normal person and having people say horrible things, and it's hard not to look at it. It's hard not to take it in. It's hard not to hear it in your brain. And then your brain is a very evil thing where it'll tell you all those things they're saying to you. It'll tell you suck. It'll tell you this, you're only that. And it's one of those things where, as a man, as a human being, we have to handle those things and realize that it's just noise. It's just noise that you have to get through and not let dwell in yourself. And it was cool. It was cool to have to go through that and deal with it and know that I'm going to be all right, and know that I got great people in my life that are helping me through it. And it also had to do with the fact that I had that fight in October and I got injured, and it kind of was like I was in a great spot. I was ready to go into that fight. I was ready to do it, and then it kind of just went into like the complete opposite. I'm injured. I can't really train. I can't really do the things I love to do, and I got lazy and I didn't really want to train. And it was one of those things that it took a lot of people, a lot of coaches, and it took friends and teammates to get me back into a mindset. Now I'm loving training again. I'm training at Regiment, obviously, with my coaches Brian and Tommy and all those guys over there. I'm also training at a boxing gym that I actually love boxing, and I never realized how many little things I didn't actually know about it, and how to do it and how to move around. And it was things that I'm learning, and it feels like it's brand new to me. So I'm starting over with something completely brand new as well. So it's just great to see the sport and how little I actually know about it. You know what I mean?
That's why being a martial artist is so cool, because you never stop learning. If you allow yourself to keep learning, it never stops. So when you were in that, kind of low point of trying to just navigate all of this, did anybody reach out to you and kind of offer up some advice on how to get yourself back up again?
Not really. I just talked to my fiance, and I talked to like teammates and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Those are the I'm a very introverted person. I have a very small circle and people I truly love and truly care about and really care about what they say and how they think. That some of them are younger than me, some of them older than me, but I love them with all my heart. And those are all I need. I never needed like therapists or anything, because I know that the people I care about, I can say anything to them. And that was my biggest thing growing up, is I didn't want to look stupid. I didn't want to look weak. I didn't want to look these things. But now, as I'm getting older and I'm seeing the ability and being able to talk to somebody that I truly care about and don't care how I look or what I say, because I know they're not going to judge me, they're not going to look at me, is something that has been super abundant and super helpful in my life over the last few years. And that's the biggest thing, is getting out the drama in my life and keeping these people nestled into close, because without these people I wouldn't be here right now, man. And that's why I'm so grateful for Regiment and all these people, because literally within 2 years of being with them, I'm in the UFC. You know what I mean? 2 years of being with Regiment, I'm in the UFC. 2 years of training over at Lausanne's and getting work over there, I'm in the UFC. Getting all the negativity that was in my life, got rid of all of it, got with the people that I'm with now, and I got to where I wanted to go. So I'm just super happy where my life is going and the path that it's going on, and I can't wait to be on till March 12th, put on another crazy show for the world to see.
I can't wait either. It's going to be awesome. So, Lausanne MMA, it's highly talked about. Joe Lausanne is an absolute legend and GOAT. But it seems like Regiment Training Center is starting to become one of those gyms that is getting talked about a lot between Jorgen De Castro, Mitch Raposo, a lot of up and comers coming through that gym. What do you think is the secret going on at Regiment Training Center that has everybody talking?
They're just real people, you know what I mean? Salt of the earth human beings that aren't afraid to fight. You know what I mean? They're all dogs and they're all ready to go in there and get an ass whooping if they need to. And that's something that's so underappreciated in this world, man. Everybody wants to be a winner. Everybody, dude. Sometimes you got to be that dude who gets an ass whooping and just put on a good show and know that you're not gonna be broken because of it. You know what I mean? We got some crazy fighters over there, some real good dudes that you don't even know about. You might not ever know about, but they're just monsters, and it's just so awesome to hear all the stupid people out there be like, you need to go to this place, you need to go to that place. I don't need to go anywhere, man. I got some of the best training partners in the world. I got killers that kick my ass every day, man. And that's the thing I love about this sport. You know what I mean? If you're at a gym where you're the best in the world, you're the best every time, you shouldn't be there, man. There's days I go into Regiment and I get an ass whooping so bad that I hate myself. You know what I mean? And that's what I truly love about this sport, man. Knowing that every day I'm gonna get humbled. Every day that even though I made it this far or that far, I know that I could go into the gym any other day and take an ass whooping and not know if I should even do this anymore. And that's the crazy thing about it, man. It's what keeps me going. It's what keeps me alive. It keeps me motivated to be the best in the world, man. It's also all these idiots on Instagram and shit DMing me, telling me all these things that make me more hungry to get in the gym and show the world who I am.
And it's always the losers with like no profile picture or like have never thrown a punch in their life. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, just sit down, sit down. But as you prepare to make that walk to the octagon again for UFC Fight Night, March 12th, how are you feeling mentally? I mean, clearly we went through some stuff for the first one. What have you done to really prepare yourself for all of that background noise that you were talking about?
I feel great. You know what I mean? I feel like young me again. You know what I mean? Just doesn't give a shit, just going to the gym and training and training and training. And it's crazy because I'm actually getting to train like an athlete now. Like I said, like the last couple training camps, it's like I'm actually getting to train like how an athlete's supposed to train, man. I'm not going into the gym just 2 hours and trying to fit everything in. You know what I mean? I actually get it regimented. I go to the gym a certain 2 or 3 times a day, and I'm training at 2, 3 hours at a time. You know what I mean? So it just feels great, man, to know how well I've gotten in just a short amount of time, how much I've added to this in just a short amount of time, and I can't wait to go in there and actually get to show these people everything that I've been working on in only a short 5 6 months. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I feel like I started from I was basically made it to the UFC with knowing how to barely throw a punch. You know what I mean? Don't know how to sit down on a punch. Don't know how to do any of these things. And I've just added that in the last 6 months, man. I can feel like a completely different human. So it's great.
Yeah, to say that you didn't know how to throw a punch, I don't know about that.
Um, Compared to what my boxing, if you talk to my boxing coach, I didn't know how to throw a punch.
Well, he's supposed to tell you that. He's supposed to tell you what to do next. Come on now.
Um, and I feel
Who's your boxing coach?
I train out of Uppercuts Boxing Club in Ashland, Massachusetts. It's my
Awesome.
coach AJ. He's
So you
trained.
really feel like it's starting to like level up and,
Yeah, it's just adding some things to my game. You know what I mean? I learned some great things over how to move my feet and how to step in with Tommy and Brian over in at Regiment Training Center, and just adding just different looks, different things. It's still boxing. There's things that don't work into MMA, and there's things you have to change and you have to add, and that's why I have a great team, man. And that's the thing I've always been so grateful for, man. I've always had great coaching. I've always had great people that I can trust and know that they'll bring me to a higher level in the sport, and it's just great. So my mindset's just a complete one did a 360 180, however you go. I don't know all these dimensions.
all I know is it did a whole bunch of flips and we're feeling real
I
good.
did a flip, dude. It did a flip. I'm in a better spot. You know what I mean? I got great people. I got great teammates. I got great coaches, and now it's just time where And the way this fight camp went, you know what I mean? When I was going through the stuff, wasn't really training too much. And I was like, I was told Tyson, my manager Tyson, that I wanted to fight in like January, February. And then I kind of had to look at myself and realize I wasn't really doing anything, wasn't training properly. And then they got me a fight in March, which was just a perfect timeline. I had three months when I found out about this fight to just train and just get better, man. I still got like 2 months left of just hard training, man. And it's just so much has gone through the little process of just getting better and better and better. And I can't wait to go out and show everything that we did. I keep saying that, but it's truly how I feel, and it's gonna be one of those fights that is a barn burner, because Guido is a tough dude, man. You can say what you want about his record and all this other things, man. He still made it to the UFC. He's still in the UFC. He's still fighting these young ass dudes. He's 41 years old. He always brings the fight, and it's one of those things that I'm just excited, man. I want to be the guy that the UFC looks at, and whoever they offer him, he's going to take, man. It was the same thing in my last fight. Sean O'Malley fight. There was the first name I threw my name into that, 10 days notice, took that. The fight after that was the first name they offered me. I took that. This fight was the first name they offered me. I took that. You know what I mean? I'm just looking to get in there, get my name going, start winning these fights, and work my way to a UFC title and show everybody I belong here. You know what I mean? I belong at the top at 135 or 125, wherever this career takes me, you know what I mean? But I feel good at 35. I feel excited to go into the best division in the UFC. I really believe it's one of the best divisions in the UFC, and put my name out there, you know?
What do you hope to bring to the cage this time around that might be a little different than the first time we saw you in the UFC cage? Because, I mean, the first time you were basically an overnight sensation, right? You had a hell of a fight. You became this warrior that everybody wanted to talk about. But what do you think is going to be different besides the outcome? You know, obviously you want to win, but what do you think is going to be different this time around?
Nothing. I'm gonna let him punch me. I'm gonna let him punch me in the head. I'm gonna win. That's the only difference. I'm just gonna see what, maybe he'll break his hand, get a little tired, and I'll put him away, man. I ain't looking to worry about it, man. There's a lot of different things, man. A lot of different things that I'm gonna change. Obviously, I'm gonna move my head a lot more. I'm gonna feint in a lot more. I'm gonna use my wrestling, because I started as a wrestler. You know what I mean? All these things that as you get going in this fight game, and you start seeing what people like and stuff, you kind of get away from the things that actually worked and made you as successful as you were. You know what I mean? I started to I like punching people in the head. I knew I could take a punch, and I knew I had a good gas tank. So I started using that instead of mixing it all in and doing all the things that got me here. And it's just excited to see, like, and talk to my coaches and try to be less stubborn. You know what I mean? I'm Portuguese, so we got big ass heads, and we're super stubborn. So
Hey, I'm Italian. I get it, man. I get it. We are stuck in our ways sometimes. There's no lie about that. But new year, 2022, it's so exciting. And you already have so many amazing things going on between the engagement and the next fight. What are some of your hopes for the remaining year as we keep going?
Just more of the same, you know what I mean? More of the same. Just keep the people in my life close. Keep working on being a better man every day, being a better man for the people I love, and just work on building this whole career that I love. You know what I mean? I want to do this for the rest of my life. I don't want to be one of those guys that's in and out and just sitting here. So it's all just working on myself as a man, and working on myself as a fighter, and looking to be the best me I can possibly be. And that's all 2022 is, just level up. You know what I mean? Just level up on myself, and look on for my future. You know what I mean? I'm looking to whatever money I make in this sport, and I want to turn that into money for my children when I have them someday. And I don't really need much. You know what I mean? I don't need anything. They can have it all, but I need to, whatever I make, I need to set up for them.
Sounds like a perfect plan, man. You sound like such a stand-up guy, and I'm super pumped to see you return March 12th, and I wish you all the best of luck. Hopefully I'll see you on the mat soon.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.